So, you have used ChatGPT to write jokes, create college assignment, and generating awesome resumes, and definitely generating Ghibli pictures. But do you really know how ChatGPT works? Why sometimes it gives you a response like a genius, but sometimes just utter nonsense? Today, we are gonna see how ChatGPT really works, a research paper that changed the whole AI landscape. And yes, two Indians contributed to it. So if you're really serious about the ChatGPT usage, please watch this video till the end. Hi everyone, my name is Nitesh and you're watching first episode of ChatGPT Mastery series. In this series, you will learn about ChatGPT and its proper usage. Because there are two types of people. One that are using ChatGPT for trend and the others are using it properly, seriously to become future ready. Now it doesn't matter which category you belong to because understanding the basics is very important. So watch it till the end. If you're using prompt like this and frustrated with the result, or if you're using it like Google, then trust me, by end of this series, you will have a strong foundation and you will be able to use these concepts irrespective of whatever tool you are using. But first, it's very important to understand what generative AI is and how it is going to impact everyone's life. The concept of AI is not new. In 1950, Alan Turing came up with the question, can machine think? And then he came up with Turing machine. And then came the traditional AI, which is also called narrow AI, that used to focus on a specific task like fraud detection or bank approval system. So you wanted to do a certain task on the basis of specific data that you have. But in 2017, a research paper came, Attention is All You Need, that changed the whole AI landscape. A transform architecture emerged from it that helped AI to understand the meaning of the word from the surrounding context, just like humans. Earlier, translation tools worked word by word, which is why the outputs sounded a bit weird. But now AI understands the context, which is why the translation are more meaningful and in context. And ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini, all other tools are based out of this technology and this architecture. To simply put, traditional AI is like a calculator and generative AI is like a creative assistant. Now, the question is, does generative AI have human intelligence? No. ChatGPT seems smart, but it is still a narrow AI. Now, but it is very great at generative content, so it could be a great creative assistant for you. Human level intelligence is only possible in general artificial intelligence, or to go a bit further, super artificial intelligence, where the AI would supersede the human intelligence. But both of these technology is just theoretical, or they exist in sci-fi movies. You might be wondering, how ChatGPT learned all these? Now ChatGPT has been trained on Wikipedia, public forums, articles, books, but not on private data, unless you share them yourself. It doesn't copy paste from internet. It's like a trained writer who would generate a new content based on the existing knowledge. But there are three important things to understand. First, ChatGPT is not Google. It doesn't access the live data. Well, at least not all the models. Second, it doesn't understand anything. It just predicts the next word on the basis of language pattern. And third, the output depends on your prompt. The more specific your prompt is, the better your result is. So if you use ChatGPT as a creative assistant, it can become a very powerful tool for you. Now let's look into the real world usage of generative AI. Medical students are using it to understand the difficult topics. Even engineering students are using it to generate new ideas, designs, or even for simulations. Startups and businesses are using it for creating marketing content or even chatbots for their customer support, or even generating images or marketing videos. In daily life, people are using it to write professional emails, generate resumes, or even prepare for interviews. I even use it to plan my family vacation. Generative AI is practically useful in every field. You just need to adopt it carefully. Now that we understand the theory, let's see a real life example of how I use the ChatGPT, and not just for work. I recently used this for my Lisbon trip, where we had to plan a special day for my kid's birthday. Now here's the prompt I used. Now you notice that I specified to ChatGPT what I wanted and how it created a complete plan, timings, location, travel options, even consider rest time for my child. Now this is smart usage. When you give a clear prompt, only then will AI give you a proper response. I will do a deep dive into prompting in an upcoming episode, so stay tuned. But generative AI is not perfect. Sometimes it hallucinates. It gives you incorrect information with full confidence. it doesn't have access to full training data or the recent data. So it can give you wrong information like this. It sometimes struggles with Indian languages and Indian context. Your private data can go to their server. So please do not share your personal information or even private images. It has lots of creativity, but it lacks emotional intelligence. Therefore, use generative AI as a tool, not as a master. Verify all the information and use your own critical thinking. So in this video, we learned basic of generative AI and also that ChatGPT is not a magician, but a smart assistant that is based on a transformer architecture that changed the whole landscape of generative AI. We understood ChatGPT seems genius, but it can go wrong. And without clear prompt, it just remains an average chatbot. Now I barely touched the surface of generative AI in this video, but if you want to go deeper, just let me know in the comments. In next episode, we'll set up ChatGPT, we'll see its key features, we'll explore different models, and also write your first smart prompt, all step by step. So stay tuned. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, Jiyo Smart, Jiyoai.